So understanding all of this, talking about here the different assumptions, I would like to cover now an example for wind loads. And this is a big warning. And I'll restate what I said before. Many reports, they will use generic library of computations. They were built before 2021. And this will say, hey, if the shed is this, let's say 10 meters wide, 4 meters high, and 15 meters long, in region A, that we will, let's say, accommodate for South Australia and Victoria, then you can use these specific frames for that shed. However, that can be wrong. And that's what I want to show here. So I'm doing a comparison with two sheds. They're both region A, exactly the same shed. One is in Mount Gambier, so it's in the middle of the town. The other one is in Port Macdonald here. So the Port Macdonald one is kind of in front of the ocean, as you can see. This one here is enclosed in the town. So when we actually do the site-specific analysis, then shed A in Mount Gambier give us a design wind speed of 37.35 meters per second. This is gonna include the analysis of the terrain category, importance level, shielding. The other one, the shed B, gave us a design wind speed of 40 meters per second. So the outcome for those sheds is, if I was using that generic library of comps, it worked on the left side, but on the right side, on the shed B, it didn't work. I just want to bring that up so you can see that if you're using those Excel spreadsheets that doesn't consider the site-specific wind, you might be doing something wrong depending on where that shed's being placed, and depending on the orientation, depending on many different factors. Here's another example that I've done a very similar study. This now is in New South Wales, and this shed A is in the middle of kind of lots of trees there. It's kind of a farm area, and shed B is in front of the ocean again. Obviously, I guess I'm exaggerating a little bit on this demonstration here, but you could build a shed there, right? And as you can see, this example here doesn't pass for the columns, for the rafters, and the column footings. So if you're using a library of comps and it's exactly the same, you're not using site-specific, that assessment could be wrong because the wind in this case here is, if I'm not mistaken, 47 meters per second. So the wind loads, they can be a problem if you're not using site-specific. That's why it's very important, especially after 2021 with the updates, to review those calculations you have or use a system that can give you site-specific engineering reports.